Hello, friends, and a very warm welcome. I am so glad you could join me today in this special space we've created just for learning. It's a wonderful day to learn something new, isn't it? The air is buzzing with possibility. Every time we open a book or listen to a story, we are given a special key that unlocks a new door in our minds. Behind those doors, we find new people, new places, and brand new ideas just waiting to be discovered. You are on a fantastic journey of discovery. I am here to walk alongside you for a little while as a guide and a friend. Remember, every single step you take, no matter how small it may seem, is a meaningful step forward on your unique path. Think of it like learning to ride a bicycle. At first you might wobble, feeling unsteady. You might even fall down. The important part is that you get back up, dust yourself off, and try again. So find a comfortable spot. Take a deep breath in and let it all out. Relax your shoulders. Let go of any worries. Our goal today is progress, not perfection. We are here to grow. Before we start our story, let's quickly go over how to make this a truly great practice session. This isn't just about listening. It's about actively participating to build your speaking confidence and fluency. Think of it as your personal language workout. The method is simple. When I read a sentence, I will pause. That pause is your cue, your time to repeat the sentence out loud. Try to mirror my pronunciation and rhythm. Don't worry if it feels awkward at first. That's completely normal. Let's try a quick example together. I will say, English is fun to learn. Now you say it out loud. Great! Try to match my tone and speed. This is called shadowing, repeating right after you hear a sentence. Shadowing helps you improve your pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence. If you want an extra challenge, try to repeat the sentence at the same time as me, like an echo. This exercise is great for building fluency. For even better results, record yourself as you practice. Use your phone or computer to capture your voice. It might feel strange, but hearing your own voice is a powerful tool that helps you self-correct and track your improvement. After you record, listen back and notice how you sound. Do you match my pronunciation? Are there words you find tricky? Make a note of them and practice those words a few more times. Over time, you'll hear your progress. Here's another tip. Practice with a friend or language partner. Take turns reading sentences and giving each other feedback. If you don't have a partner, try speaking to yourself in English about your day or describing what you see around you. Don't be shy, and please don't worry about perfection. Just say the words clearly and confidently. Each repetition is a step forward, building muscle memory for the language. Mistakes are part of learning. If you mispronounce a word, simply try again. Celebrate your effort, not just the result. Every attempt helps you grow. Listen to how I say a keyword, then repeat it with a little extra care. Let's practice a few keywords together. I will say the word, then you repeat. Journey. Confident. Practice. Excellent. Try to copy the sounds and stress in each word. If you want to improve your accent, listen closely to the way I say each word. Notice the shape of my mouth and the way I move from one sound to the next. Try practicing in front of a mirror for extra feedback. Use your voice. For an extra boost, try recording yourself on your phone. It might feel strange, but hearing your own voice is a powerful tool that helps you self-correct and track your improvement. Try this exercise. Pick a short sentence from your favorite book or this video. Read it out loud 3 times, each time a little more clearly. Notice how your confidence grows with each repetition. You can also use language learning apps to practice speaking. Many apps let you repeat sentences, get instant feedback, and track your progress over time. Find one that you enjoy and use it regularly. I promise to read slowly and clearly. Your promise is to try your best to repeat during the pauses. Deal? Here are a few more creative ways to practice. Describe a photo out loud, narrate your actions as you cook or clean, or make up a short story using new vocabulary. The more you use English in your daily life, the faster you'll improve. If you ever feel stuck, take a short break and come back with fresh energy. Remember, learning a language is a journey, not a race. Be patient and kind to yourself. This is a safe, encouraging space. There is no judgment, only progress. Remember, every learner makes mistakes. The important thing is to keep going. Each time you practice, you are building new skills and growing more confident. The stage is set. Our story is about to unfold. Let the adventure begin. In a small, quiet town, nestled between rolling hills, there lived a young man named Leo. While the town was sleepy, Leo's heart was awake with a very big dream. He wanted to become the best baker in the entire town, a name people associated with warmth. His small kitchen was his sanctuary, always filled with the comforting smell of flour and sugar. Leo loved the entire baking process, the feel of flour on his hands, the work of mixing ingredients, and the rhythmic push and pull of kneading dough. But the absolute best part was seeing the pure joy on people's faces as they took their first bite. For Leo, baking was about crafting moments of delight. One bright morning, Leo decided to tackle a new challenge: to bake the perfect loaf of bread. He reached for his grandmother's treasured cookbook, its pages soft and worn. He found a recipe for a simple country loaf. The instructions looked simple, but Leo knew that simple recipes are often the hardest to master. He felt this would be a true test of his skill. With intense focus, he carefully gathered his ingredients: flour, water, yeast, and salt. He followed the recipe precisely, mixing and then kneading the dough on his floured countertop for what felt like an eternity. He was determined to make it absolutely perfect. He placed the smooth ball of dough in a bowl, covered it, and set it in a warm corner to rise, filled with anticipation. But as time passed, a knot of worry formed. He checked the dough. Something was wrong. It was still a dense, lifeless lump. It hadn't grown at all. Maybe it will puff up in the oven, he hoped, trying to stay positive. He shaped the small lump and slid it into the hot oven. When the timer rang, he pulled it out. His heart sank. The loaf was flat, pale, and hard as a rock. Just then, his dear friend Maya walked in. Maya was the town's original master baker, with 50 years of wisdom in her hands. Seeing Leo's crestfallen face, she asked what was wrong. Hesitantly, Leo explained his process, showing her the lifeless dough and the brick-like loaf. Maya listened patiently. She picked up the old cookbook, then looked at the yeast packet on the counter. A knowing twinkle appeared in her eyes. "Ah, Leo," she said gently, "you did not fail. You just discovered an important secret. Your yeast is old. Think of yeast as a tiny, living helper. When it's old, it gets tired and loses its power to rise." She reached into her bag. "I brought you some fresh yeast. Now let's try this again, together." Working side by side, Maya showed him a special kneading technique, a gentle folding motion that strengthened the dough. Leo felt it transform, becoming smooth and full of life. This time, when they left the dough to rest, the magic happened. It grew and grew, doubling in size into a perfect airy dome. Hope swelled in Leo's chest as he placed it in the oven. Soon, a wonderful aroma filled the kitchen, the smell of success and second chances. When the bread came out, it was a masterpiece. The crust was a deep golden brown. He sliced into the loaf, releasing fragrant steam. The inside was soft, warm, and filled with beautiful air pockets. He shared the first slice with Maya, tasting the most delicious bread he had ever baked. Tasting his success, Leo understood a profound lesson. Success doesn't always come on the first try. It's often built on mistakes, and each one is a valuable teacher. His first loaf wasn't a failure. It was a necessary step. He also learned that having a good friend to help makes the journey sweeter. Leo now understood that the heart of learning is having the courage to try, the grace to fail, and the determination to try again. Leo's story is a lot like your journey with English. At the start, learning English can feel overwhelming, just like Leo facing his first loaf of bread. You might wonder where to begin or worry about making mistakes. But remember, every expert was once a beginner. The most important thing is to take that first step, no matter how small. Just like Leo gathered his ingredients, you can gather your own tools: a notebook, a favorite pen, a language app, or a good book. Set up a cozy spot where you feel comfortable and ready to learn. This is your personal bakery, where you'll create something new each day. Think of vocabulary as ingredients and grammar as the recipe. Practice is the kneading. Try mixing up your practice. Read a short story, listen to a podcast, or watch a video in English. Write a few sentences about your day, or describe a picture out loud. The more you use English in different ways, the stronger your skills will become. If you make a mistake, don't worry. Mistakes are like the first flat loaf Leo baked. They're not failures, but steps toward success. Each time you try, you learn something new. Celebrate your effort, not just the result. Some days, you might feel stuck or frustrated. That's normal. On those days, try changing your routine. Study with a friend, join an online group, or even talk to yourself in English as you go about your day. Every bit of practice counts. Even 15 minutes a day can make a big difference. Read a little, listen a little, speak a little. Try setting a small daily goal. For example, learn 3 new words, write 1 sentence, or listen to a short audio clip. Mark your progress in a journal or on a calendar. Watching your growth over time can be incredibly motivating. Remember, progress is not always a straight line. Some days you'll feel like you're moving fast, and other days it might feel slow. That's okay. What matters is that you keep going, just like Leo did. Record yourself, repeat sentences, build muscle memory. Listening to your own voice can feel strange at first, but it's a powerful way to notice your improvement. Try reading a short passage now and then again in a month. You'll be amazed at how much you've grown. If you ever feel discouraged, remember why you started. Maybe you want to travel, connect with new friends, or open up new opportunities. Keep your goal in mind and let it inspire you on tough days. Celebrate small victories. Each new word is a reason to be proud. Share your progress with someone you trust, a friend, a teacher, or even an online community. Celebrate together when you reach a milestone, no matter how small. Encouragement from others can make your journey even more joyful. And don't forget to reward yourself. After a good study session, treat yourself to something you enjoy. A favorite snack, a walk outside, or a few minutes of music. Positive rewards help build lasting habits. Thank you for sharing this story with me. Keep practicing. Keep growing. As you continue your English journey, remember that every small effort adds up. Even on days when progress feels slow, you are still moving forward. Celebrate each new word, every sentence you speak, and every moment you choose to practice. Try to set aside a few minutes each day for English. You might read a short story, write in your journal, or chat with a friend online. Consistency is more important than perfection. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. If you ever feel stuck, remember that you are not alone. There are millions of learners around the world, just like you, working toward their goals. Reach out to online communities, join a study group, or find a language partner. Sharing your journey makes it more enjoyable and helps you stay motivated. Don't forget to reward yourself for your hard work. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Treat yourself to something you enjoy after a good study session. A favorite snack, a walk outside, or a song you love. Remember, mistakes are part of learning. Each time you try, you are building new skills. Be kind to yourself and keep going. Your effort today is shaping your success tomorrow. I am truly grateful that you chose to spend your time here, learning and growing with me. Your dedication inspires me, and I hope you feel proud of all you have accomplished today. If you found this video helpful, please share your progress in the comments or with a friend. Your story might encourage someone else to keep going. And remember, you can always come back to this video for more practice and support. Keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and keep reaching for your goals. You are capable of amazing things. I am cheering you on every step of the way. If you enjoyed our time together, please subscribe for more stories and practice. I'll see you next time. Keep going. You are doing great. Visit the description for practice tips and a transcript. Bye for now.